All right, we know you guys are gonna love this again, and you are indeed. We've already sold a couple hundred from just that little sneak peek. This is Petrified Wood, sold out in May of last year. It's back in stock, and I will tell you, it's a rare thing to bring anything back. Jay just can't do it, really. So it's neat when you actually can bring a sellout back to us.
Okay, what makes this I love this. Okay.
Allison said, this is Jay breaking the law.
No, you know, this was in the Petrified National Monument, and at that time I had this huge white Dodge pickup truck, and I had Sheila with me, my wife, you know, and we were driving to, actually we were going to Kingman, and they have that, it's prohibited, right? You can't collect, that's the Petrified National Monument. Do you know that they searched my truck when I left?
Did they really?
They did.
Oh, I bet.
They actually searched my truck. I don't know if it's, I thought I had an honest face, you know? But if you, the reason they don't allow you to collect that, they show you back in the 50s what the park looked like, and then they have all these photos as it's gone through the thing, where people, they just take one piece home as a souvenir. Yeah. Well, when you have millions of people that have visited, you know, after a while, that's why it's illegal to collect petrified wood on public land
But
now.
where do you get yours?
Okay, so that...
So if that's illegal...
Okay, well, there you go.
What's the legal part?
Well, I blame it off on you. Okay, so this is, which I'm glad that you asked me that, right, because this is what makes this so unique and so special. This was collected in the 60s and 70s off private property, off ranches. But this is the Phil Johnson collection.
The what one again?
Phil Johnson collection.
All right.
Phil knew more about petrified wood than I'll ever know in my life.
No kidding.
This guy specialized. He had the most amazing collection. He collected in the late 60s and the early 70s, and he was still still working in the 80s, but mainly the 60s and 70s. You cannot get this material. Okay, it's literally unavailable. This is 30 to 50 million years old. They're all American petrified woods. They all came from American ranches, American deposit, mainly in the Northwest, in Nevada, Arizona is where the material. But even these materials, you can't buy them to this day. Phil, what he specialized in, he would do the petrified wood and he would do plates, and everybody knew. We used to develop a relationship with Phil. When Phil decided, to kind of retire and get out of it, he sold us his entire collection.
No kidding.
So this is a private collection that we have.
Wow.
The reason you don't see it, we used to do it, we've had this collection for over 10 years, and it's now down to the wire. So you even have, there's actually 3 different woods that are in this, 3 different petrifieds. You've got Devil's Gate, you've got the cypress, you've got 3 different of his materials in this necklace. It'll be, it won't be long before we're not allowed, yet we just don't have anything to do this. There are new petrified woods. None of them even compare to this at all. They're just so drab and so boring.
Oh, really?
This is really great. And these woods here again, you're getting something that's a piece of history. These are ancient.
How old?
30 to 50 million years old.
That's crazy.
Here again, he collected this before they outlawed being able to take it. Now, this wasn't taken off public land, according to Phil, that these were all private ranches. But think about this, somebody who had a passion for something like this. He had a passion for it, a passion for petrified wood. He would go out, and this is what he spent his whole life doing.
Really?
Even from the time he was a very young man in his 20s, he collected and collected and collected. And it was kind of cool because I gotta tell you, he developed an affinity for us. He kind of adopted us, and to this day, I don't know why. More so, one of Kenna and Brian, who are part of my team that work with me, he adopted both of them, and he loved me, he liked me, and I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
But because of them, they were almost like family to him, and I was just shocked when he offered his collection to us, and we took the whole thing. So we got everything.
He must have been happy knowing that this thing
he knew it was going
on for so long.
He knew it was going to go to somebody who had shared his passion,
right,
and that actually wanted to share it with people.
Other
and that was really his thing. I mean, I could literally sit and listen to him talk about the different petrified woods and how they were formed, and it wasn't just petrified wood that he knew about. He knew everything about geology. It was just incredible. He was just like an encyclopedia. You could just absorb it. It was so amazing.
Jay, I hate to interrupt you real quick. This is on its way to selling out, and we're not going to make the clock. So if you see 2 minutes up there, that's not going to happen. This is going to be gone in just a couple of minutes, or probably about a minute or so. So if you're thinking about it, once again, this is going to sell out.
And unfortunately, guys,
a year to get it back in.
I would love to bring this back if I could, but I really can't. Now, I'm going to do some, I've got a little bit, we've been working on his collection now for 10 years. When I say collection, we bought all the rough. So they're actually the trees.
That's
they're
so
all,
cool.
Like you just saw the trees, but they're all the different trees and stuff. And so, you know, we've gone through it. We tried to do like the Akara wood, the Devil's Gate juniper, the cypress. We tried to do all of the different woods in sections. And now what we have now, that's why I did this. This has got 3 of the different woods.
So pretty.
There was over...
It almost looks like a mahogany color.
There was over 20 different types of petrified wood in his collection, over 20 that we had bulk on. But we've really just kind of gone through it all, and so now...
And it is now sold out once again.
Yeah, and
you're gonna love that.
Again, once this is all gone, there's no way to replace this.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, and you really did it justice too, because those are big beads. That's a pretty piece.
No,
All right.
I thought very contemporary.
Okay, I got to give you an update.